All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call halayim la Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone. And peace, blessings, salutations to the elect. All right, real quick, let me get my charger real quick. That's lucky, man. But yeah. So the title of this one gonna be a man was created to be with many women. All right, and just going through the spirit, man. You as a man, we're men, brother. You as a man were created. You was put on this earth to be fruitful and multiply, man. All right, and this whole way of life in America of you like not being able to just have just one woman and all this different shit. This is not natural, bro. This is not natural for you to just deal with one chick for 80 years, man. Okay, or 100 years, however long you living. You're supposed to just be with one woman all your life. That's it. And if you step outside of that, that's considered cheating in this world, right? In this society, it is white man society, Now, if a man wants to have one wife, he can have one wife. But according to the law of the Most High, a man is able to have more than one wife, man. As much as he could deal with. If he could deal with 2, 3, that's up to him. That's up to him and the Most High. All right. So, in this truth, we're coming back to the reality of how we're supposed to be. See, the truth of the matter is that we're oppressed here, bro, in this place. Like even your rod is in captivity. You can't do what you want to do as a man. Like the whole societal pressure is if you got another woman, you're an evil person, and you hate your family and you don't care about your kids and shit like that. It's natural for a man to deal with many women. We're gonna prove it. All right. So this is Genesis 1 and verse 22. It says, "And the Most High blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let fowl multiply in the earth." The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. How you gonna be fruitful and multiply? Your woman can only have one kid a year. All right. Right. You can only have, and she's gonna get older at a certain point. Right. When she hits 30, 40, 50, she's not gonna be able to procreate. What if you want to continue to have more kids as a man, right? You can't do it because you have to be loyal to her. She owns you. No, you own her. The scripture says if a man beget a wife, he beget a possession. Okay, that's his possession. So your wife belongs to you, or your women belong to you. You don't belong to her. Okay, she belongs to you. Yes, you're supposed to deal with her with respect. Y'all deal with each other cool, whatever. But see, the women of this world have been destroyed. Their minds have been westernized. And you men out there that call yourselves men, you fall up under the vibration of the white man and this woman. You want to please her. So you only take one wife, right? It's okay, cool. You want to have one wife, but you can have more, and that's the scriptures, man. But these Christians, the society, this world has taught you that it's wicked for you to exercise your manly your manly characteristics, your way of life. They've taught you that it's evil, like it's bad. You're a womanizer. Oh, you're a womanizer. Oh, if you want what? It's natural, bro, for a man to want many women. Bro, you see a woman and she look good, you're turned on by her. Okay, it's just a natural thing for a man to want to deflower a virgin, as the scriptures say, man. Okay, the Lord put that in your spirit. That's how you're here. That's how you came here. Your mama and your daddy got together. Your daddy seen your mama; she was attractive, and they worked it out. Boom, boom, boom. They went on a couple of dates or whatever they did, right? And bam, you're here today because of that attraction between man and a woman. So the Lord put that as a natural thing. So all these people talk about lust and this and that. Lust is not an evil thing. It's just you have to control it. The scriptures say flee from youthful lusts. All right. You have to be able to control that sensation that you feel, that burning desire. That the scripture say, if you burn, marry, right? Meaning what? Get you a wife, get you a woman, because we have desires, right? You have as a man, you got millions of children floating around in your testicles, man. All right, and you need to get it out. That's why men got all this strength, and men got all this, that's why men conquer and men do this and men do that, because what? It's an innate. It's in you to want to conquer, to want to get women, to want to have children, to want to. We're oppressed in this society, bro. If you have a child, you got to pay fucking child support. They're garnishing your wages. I mean, it's all kind of oppression upon the man, and especially Israelite men. All right, in this society, you're oppressed as a man. You see, you're oppressed as a man. They're oppressing you on all sides, man. But a man was created to have many women, all right? And we're gonna get into it, man. All right. So this is the word for monogamy, all right? Which is unnatural. A man being monogamous is unnatural. That's unnatural, bro. For a man to be monogamous. And if a man says, "Oh, I'm only dealing with one woman and I'm happy all my life," that's just a lie. That's a lie, bro. A man needs to have variety. Variety is the spice of life. This is why these marriages don't last in America. One of the reasons, amongst many, okay? Because what happens? You're around your woman 24/7. She's on her period. She's getting, y'all looking at each other too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not gonna work. Y'all need to have a little bit of time away from each other. You need to go and experience other women. You know what I'm saying? You need to, do your thing and shit like that. So y'all relationship could be fresh, man. You need to not see the same thing all the time, because that's just natural in you as a human being, right? You start to see the flaws. You start to see, you start to get tired of each other and shit. This is why these marriages don't last, because the man is being forced to be with just be with one chick, and that's not natural, bro. It's not natural, man. That's not how we was created. It's not how things have been for the history of mankind, right? They want to force you into something that's not even natural, bro. Something that's never been natural. They're forcing you into this monogamy shit, man. Okay? So it says monogamy, practice of marrying only once in a lifetime. Marrying only once, single, alone. See, that's what happens at the end of the day. You put all your chips in one basket, right? And then what happens? You end up divorced by yourself, lonely. That's what monogamy leads to. Just loneliness, man. Okay? Loneliness. All right? That's what it leads to, man. The word mono means one, right? So it's a practice of you just marry one woman, You as a man, okay, you only marry one woman. A woman's not supposed to be dealing with all kind of men and shit like that, right? Because she was created to be like the land, She can't have all these seeds in her. She can only have one seed, okay, inside of her. Because once she gets with many men, that's pollution, and that's where you get diseases from. That's where you get AIDS and chlamydia and gonorrhea, when a woman starts popping these different men. And all them seeds are like festering up inside of her, man. So that's what creates sexual diseases, STDs. When a woman gets with all these different kind of men, but when a man deals with his wives, if a man deals with his wives, there's gonna be no type of or his concubines, and there's no type of disease and shit like that, right? Because it's all clean, man. It's things are done decently and in order. But when a woman she get with this dude, she gets with that dude. This guy's a mole. This other guy's a weirdo. It's all kind of it's all kind of confusion. It's all manners of confusion. And it doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. Okay, the monogamy has failed. Okay, monogamy has failed, bro. Okay. So we get the word for polygamy, which means what? It says marriage with more than one spouse. Poly means many, right? Often marriage. Okay, a man that has multiple women. That's actually when a man is in his natural state, when he's most happy. A man is most happy when he's dealing with many women. That's when a man's most happy, bro. I mean, what do these dudes do when they make some money and all this shit? They go and get with many women, man. Because that's in a man, bro. It's natural. Okay, you fighting against nature when you try to you try to restrain them feelings that you got. Like, you're in a you might be with a woman and shit like that, right? But you're trying to force yourself not to look at these other women, not to you gotta force yourself to be so-called faithful, right? That's not natural, bro. And it's not what the Most High intended for us. He put more women on this earth than men for a particular reason. The Lord put more women on this earth than men, man. For a particular reason, man. He this devil then turned everything upside down, man. A man is natural for a man to want to be with many women, bro. It's a natural, and it's gonna happen. Isaiah 4:1, right? Okay, but anyways, this is the book of First Kings chapter 11 and verse 1. It says, "But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Shittianites, and Hittites." See, Solomon loved many women, bro, from these other nations. Yes, they turned his heart away and all this different shit. That's why it says in Proverbs 31, right? And 3, give not that strength unto women, nor that way which destroyeth kings. So the sin that Solomon committed wasn't getting with these women. It was worshiping their gods and building idols and all that shit to them. Okay? And giving his strength over onto them, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to give your strength onto the woman. You're supposed to be in control of the relationship. You're supposed to be the one that calling the shots. We're going to worship my God. We're not going to worship your fucking gods. You're going to do what I say. All right? And if you don't do what I say, the scripture says, give her a bill of divorcement. Cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorcement. Okay? You're not, you're not bound to the bitch if she's a demon and she's fucking your life up and shit. I got to stay with this bitch. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Especially not in this world. All right, where these women are already polluted and shit. All right, but in the kingdom, we're gonna have virgins. We're gonna have wives. Proper wives, proper that are set up from a young age to take care of us, man. That are set up, trained just to serve you, man. As a man in this society, these women are trained to receive everything from you and to use you as a pawn. Okay, that's what they're trained to do. They're not trained up to be wives and sisters and mothers and shit like that. They're trained up to be city girls and thoughts. Okay? So this is why you brothers experience so much hell with these women. Because they're not proper women right now, man. Alright? So it says, of all the nations which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in unto them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. And he had 700 wives, princesses. These are Israelite women, wives of Israelite women, and he had 300 concubines that his wives turned away his heart. You see, so he got weak. All right, because when a man gets with many beautiful women, that shit starts to get you weak. Okay, you get with a bad women, they turn you weak. They start putting that thing on you, and you get weak. You start pillow talking. You start spending more time than you should, doing shit that you wouldn't probably do if you wasn't with her ass, right? That booty gets your ass all, and that's what King Solomon was all groggy for the bitch, right? But the sin wasn't that King Solomon had these women; it was that he gave his heart onto them, man. He let them run amok on his ass. But then it was all set up through the spirit, man, that would happen. It was all set up through the spirit, but it says in Proverbs 31, right? Proverbs 31 and verse 3, it says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. So King Solomon was destroyed through his women because he didn't have control over their asses. They had control over him, even though he was the wisest man on the earth, showing you that you could fall by these women too, because Solomon was wise as wise could be. And he still fell under the guise of the woman, because the scripture says a woman is the glory of the man, right? So they have what's necessary to break you down and shit, right? The booty, the smell, the nice, the moaning, you know what I'm saying? The long hair, the touch, you know what I'm saying? When they do their thing in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? That shit drive man crazy. That shit, you know what I'm saying? If you're not strong, you got to be strong in this, in you know? You can't let a bitch just run you amok, you know? You control, you got the rod, you control her ass. You put it on her, all right? So it says, give not that strength unto women, nor that ways that which destroy kings. This is why you women that come and watch our videos, you got to be in subjection. You got to be in order, you know? You got to be in order. We ain't simps up here, you know, catering to you. You cater to us. If you're gonna come on our pages, you're gonna listen to this truth, you're gonna get in order. You're gonna fall up underneath the order. And if you don't, you could kick rocks. You see what I'm saying? We don't need you around this motherfucker. You need us. You need the men of the Lord. We could get women from the other nations and have kids with them or whatever. If you really believe and you down with the cause, you're gonna get in order. You know what I'm saying? Our women gonna be in order, bro. We ain't gonna deal with a bunch of fucking scallywag demons. All right, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah to you brothers, man. All right, but it's a natural thing for a man to love many women, bro. Okay? So this whole monogamy shit is unnatural, bro. Genesis chapter 4 and verse 19, it says, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives. Some examples, right, of men having many wives in the scriptures. Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zilpah. All right, Zilha. Hey, that's Lamech, man. You see, it says, and Adah bare Jabal, and he was the father of such that dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal, and he was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. It says, and Silphah was also, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Silphah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding and a young man to my hurt. You see? So look, Lamech spoke unto his wives, Adah and Silphah. Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. You see? So women in the ancient world, they knew that, you know, men could have many women. They knew that, you know, oh, my husband got other wives, you know. They knew that my husband got a concubine, man, and he's dealing with her, you know. They knew that. That was a common practice. In today's world, that shit is frowned upon, bro. They look at you like you're crazy, you know, because you tell these people, I got 3 wives. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh my God, that's just so evil. What about the kids? But the kids? Who are the kids? The kids will be fine, bro. The kids are taken care of by their mothers, man. And you, as a father, you're their fathers, you know? You're the father to your children, man. You take care of your kids, your wives, and things run smoothly, bro. Polygamy is not about you just popping these chicks and then leaving and shit like, you know, like a rapper, you know? Hit it and quit it. What's better? You being up under a man that has other wives? Or you getting tossed around by Pookie and Ray Ray and shit and being a baby mama? What's better? What's more productive for you as a woman? You know? What's better for you, right? What's better for you as a woman, bro? To get with a man, even though he has other wives. Oh, he already got he's a married man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the man's married. If the man is married, he could take on another wife. Oh, you messing with a married man. I took your man. You didn't take shit. You didn't take that man from his wife. Okay? That man took you. And now you're his second or third or fourth wife, whatever the case may be. We're men in this thing, bro. We're men in this thing, man. These women belong to us. We don't fucking belong to you. All right? Now you're going to come to find out who's who in this thing, man. All right? So Lamech took 2 wives, man. The name of one was Adah and the other was Zilha, man. You see, a woman, there's no accounts where it was lawful for a woman to take on two, three men. That's not acceptable in the eyes of the Most High, man. That's not acceptable. But it is acceptable for a man to have more than one woman, man. You know? That is acceptable. That is something that the Lord allowed, man, and still allows to this day because the Lord never changed. Okay, and I got this article right here where it says that where these Christians basically they said that the Lord allowed it back then, but now it's not acceptable. It says, why did God allow Solomon to have 1,000 wives and concubines? It says 1 Kings 11:3 states that Solomon has 700 wives and princesses and 300 concubines. Obviously, God allowed Solomon to have these wives, but allowance is not the same as approval. Basically, they're saying that Solomon was going against the will of the Lord, right? Solomon's marital decisions were in direct violation of God's law, and there were consequences. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. No, it was not. No, it was not. The violation was he was worshiping their gods. That was the violation. Okay, he was worshiping the gods of these Canaanites and these Ammonites and these Moabites. That was the violation, man. So the Lord, he never rebuked Solomon because he had the wives. It was about the fact that he went off and worshiped them, worshiped their gods. All right, the Lord never changed. Malachi 3:6, real quick. Let's get it. Malachi. That's why I pulled it up, bro. But oh yeah, Malachi 3:6 right here. It says, for I am the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The Lord never changed, bro. So if he allowed Solomon to have 700 wives, 300 concubines back then, it's still lawful to this day. Now, the scriptures do say this, right? Scriptures do say this, right? Right. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 12, it says, all things are lawful unto me. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. See, so all things are lawful, but they're not expedient. It's not expedient right now for you to have all these women, right? But in the time to come, things are going to change. We ain't going to be dealing with this polygamy bullshit no more. We ain't going to be Salakia, this monogamy bullshit. This one-on-one shit all day long, That's miserable for a man. Real talk, it's miserable for you to be just with one woman for 50, 60 years of your life. That's not natural, bro. Okay? And then they get mad because, the granddaddy stepped out or their dad stepped out. Why do you think he so-called stepped out? Because it's natural in him. He's surrounded by all these women. He got all this success. And you asking him to just deal with me all your life. No, it's impossible, bro. All men so-called cheat. They so-called cheat. So-called, It's not cheating. There's no such thing as cheating in the scriptures. There's something called adultery, where a man takes another man's woman, like King David did Uriah. He killed Uriah to take his woman, right? And then you have adultery or fornication, man. All right, which basically the same thing. Fornication, worshiping of idols, and adultery, unlawful sex with another man's wife. But if a woman's a virgin and you take her and you take another woman that's a virgin, there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's natural. And that's going to be the practice that's going to come in the kingdom, bro. Those are going to be the practices that's going to be in the kingdom, man. We're going to be dealing with many women, bro. Ammonite women, Persian women, Ishmaelite women, man. All kind of women. All these other nation women, they're beautiful women in these nations, man. Beautiful women that's going to love to be with us, man. That's going to love to get dug out by an Israelite man. And you going to put your seed in there and they're going to bring forth children. All right? And that's natural. The Lord set it up that way, man. Okay? Hey, Shalom, bro. Yahbashim Yashai, Bashim Kakwadas Bragata. So it says 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Okay? And verse 23, it says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. You see, so right now, yeah, we understand it's lawful, but you see, brothers, our mentality is on the kingdom. You see, Isaiah 4:1, all that shit is gonna come later. So right now, it's not expedient for us to be chasing tail and going to the club every night trying to get establish ourselves here and do a Drake where we got 50 women with us and shit, or like Jay Fizzle, this nigga Jay Fizzle, 14 kids with 14 different women, a rapper nigga from Memphis, right? All good hood boogers and shit, right? But showing you that, you know, it's natural for these men to do this. I mean, it's just in Jake to do that, to have many women, you know. But when it's done correctly, you know what I'm saying? When it's done correctly, you deal in order with your women. You deal righteously with your women. You know, you don't just pop them, leave them, and then turn them into BMs, and then they're all depressed and shit by themselves. You know, crying and shit because you left them, and now you with the next chick and shit. You got to deal with each woman in order, man. You know. But that comes by way of the Holy Spirit. That comes through the scriptures, man. All right, because when you do things on your own, you end up like Jay Fizzle with a bunch of BMs and shit, and you over there, you know, just popping out different kids and shit, not dealing with order and righteousness and truth. You know, scripture say let all things be done decently and in order. 1 Corinthians 14. The 14th chapter, man. All right. So the reason why the Lord set up the multiple wives thing, right, is so that every woman would be protected and have a husband, man. Okay, because if you allow through this monogamy shit to reign forth on the earth, the land falls to whoredom. Because you got a bunch of women single by themselves, a bunch of women that are carpet munchers, a bunch of women that are weirdos, you know, a bunch of women that are just by themselves, not doing nothing. Okay, the scriptures say let every woman have every woman have her own husband, man, and for her to obey that man, and for her to be up under that man. Okay, because what you see today is none but whoredom and prostitution going on all over the earth. Okay, and it's because of monogamy. It's because of this white man. The white man has turned these women out because they don't have husbands. They don't have a strong man to tell them, look, you ain't going outside right now. You ain't you're going to stay in this house. You're going to cook this food. You know, you're going to take care of these kids. You ain't going to be a fucking hoe out there all night doing whatever you want to do. Nah, you're going to handle this business. You're going to be a mother. You're going to raise up this family. All right? You women need men. You need husbands. You didn't have a daddy in your life, right? But now you got a husband. Now you got, because you're supposed to be under your father, and then your father gives you to the man, to your husband. Right? That's how it's supposed to go. But in this society, you just choose your own husband, and then the nigga doesn't work out. Then you have this kid by this guy, and then you have another kid by another guy. And then, you know, it's all kind of confusion. So you're supposed to be with one man for the rest of your life, so that there's no disease, there's no confusion, there's no fucking heartbreak, there's no, there's no all this nonsense, bro. You're supposed to be with a man. And if that man has other women, y'all become sister wives. Y'all, you know, y'all build, you know. It says what? They have a saying in the world, it takes a village to raise a kid, right? It takes a village, you know? Like, you women gonna go back to being sister wives, man. Y'all get along with each other, man. You know, oh, y'all have the same husband. What's the problem, man? Us as men, we have to deal with these women that have been touched by other men. Like, you know, and we just have to like act like shit is cool and shit. You know, that shit eats a man inside, bro. Another man popping your woman, you got to think about that, bro. These women in this society, other men have been inside of your women. You see, but in the kingdom, things gonna go back to being righteous, bro. No man touching your woman. No man ever felt or even seen your woman naked. You know, you the only one that's gonna breathe on her. You're the only one that's gonna talk to her. You know. So it says Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29. It says, "Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness." See, the land has become full of wickedness because these women don't have husbands. They're all out of order. They're talking shit. They don't have a structure, a head, a man to tell them, you know, what's going on, what we're gonna do. You know, no protection. So the land has fallen to whoredom through this monogamy shit. Through this monogamy, because monogamy doesn't work. It doesn't work, bro. It does not work. I'm sorry, it just doesn't fucking work, you know? Now, maybe for some men out there, yeah, you know, because they can't get other women, you know, they're cool, they just settle for, you know. But I mean, if you're really a man, you on your purpose, you doing your thing, man, it's just natural for you to be around many women. You're gonna meet many women in your life and shit. So they expect you just to not look at these women. Just, you know, I got one woman at home and that's it. No, that's unnatural, bro. And you lying to yourself if you telling yourself you're happy. Like, oh, I'm just, yeah, it's a beautiful blessing to have a wife and all that, but it's gonna come a point where you're gonna meet other women and you're gonna deal with them and you're gonna us Jake, we're the salt of the earth, bro. Us as Israelite men, we're the salt of the earth, bro. We got too much flavor, Women just love us, so it's just impossible, and it's greedy for you as a woman. Just, oh, that's my man, that's just me, and all that. What about these other women? They need husbands too. They need protection. They need to be taught. They need to be guided and shit, right? And that's as the men of the Lord, these women gonna come to us, man. And it's all set up through the Holy Spirit, man. But look at the land right now. The land has fallen to whoredom through this monogamy shit, bro. The land is completely fallen to whoredom. Our people have tried to practice this monogamy shit, and it has not worked, bro. Just like Christianity didn't work. Christianity failed. Monogamy failed. Christianity and monogamy are like one and the same, bro. Christianity is a fucking demonic religion, and monogamy is demonic. That shit is not biblical, bro. It's not biblical. All right. So the Lord set up all these things through the Spirit for his own purpose. Okay, this white man wanted to change everything with this monogamy shit, which is not of the Most High, man. Okay, so it says 1 Timothy chapter 5 and 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14, it says, I will therefore that the younger women marry, have a husband, okay, bear children, guide the house, and give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Right now, they're giving the adversary occasion to speak reproachfully against us through this fucking monogamy bullshit, through their feminism, through their liberty that they have. The scriptures say, give not a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Because what? She's going to destroy you, destroy herself, destroy the nation, cause the enemy to speak reproachfully against us and shit. And got us out there being a fucking laughing stock of the world. Sukihana and all them, they're making us look like a damn laughing stock. Sexy Red and all these bitches. All right? Where are they husbands? Where is their fathers? Well, why are they not in the house taking care of kids instead of twerking and being a hoe? A woman's place is in the house, in the kitchen. She should be barefoot and naked and pregnant in the fucking kitchen, man. That's where she should be. All right? A woman ain't supposed to be all up in the damn corporate office being a CEO and telling men what to do. And she's, you got women as foremans. They're sitting up there at the construction site telling men what to do and shit, wearing the hat. They got the pants on. They're wearing the pants. They're all in corporate America making decisions and shit. A woman's supposed to be in a house, bro. A woman's supposed to be up under her husband, man. That's where she belongs. That's where she's most happy. That's where she's protected. That's her purpose. Not being over men, not being a hoe, not being in a strip club. Women are out there at all hours of the morning, at night, doing whatever they want to do. That's bullshit, bro. Women are supposed to be in subjection, man. In total subjection underneath their men. And that's how they're going to be in the kingdom. They're going to be in subjection under us, man. They ain't going to fucking talk back and talk all kind of shit and be all in the streets all day long, up in the churches, hooping and hollering. You see them all over the place, just randomly running around like chickens with their heads cut off. No. They're going to be in subjection. You ain't even going to hear them. They're all going to be quiet. Just like if you go to Saudi Arabia and shit, or you go to Qatar or one of these countries, right? These women don't even talk. They got their heads covered. You don't even see them. All right? Because a woman's beauty could drive a man crazy, bro. You're not supposed to, the scriptures say, sitting out at all with another man's wife, Sirach 9, right? Behold not her beauty. Why? Because a man look at a woman, bro, he wants her, man. You think when your woman goes outside, men don't want her? Men is looking at your woman, man. Especially if she looks good. She got a fat old ass and all that shit. Bro, men is looking at her, man. And that's out of order. That's out of order. No man is supposed to be looking and lusting after your wife. The Lord said if a man look at another man's wife and with lust in his heart, he committed adultery already with her, man. So you got all kind of men looking at your woman with lust. This is why over there in the West, in the East, these women cover up, bro, head to toe. You don't see nothing. Everything is left up for the imagination, man. In this place, these women they're just naked all day long, bro. These women be married. They talk about the ring could come off, You go on their Instagram pages, it's all pornography, bro. Instagram ain't nothing but soft porn. Women just butt ass naked. They're selling their only toes accounts. They're selling all kind of shit, man. Okay, it says monogamy was created by the Romans, the devil, yep. The Greeks, yep. Sirach 25:25, give the water no passage, nor a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. Yeah, a woman is supposed to be in subjection, bro. And she's going to go back to being in subjection, man. All right? All this fucking freedom. All this freedom these hoes got in this place. What is it? What is it done for you? It's done nothing but destroy you. Okay, so you got to come back, man. You got to come back to being up under subjection, man. Okay? And you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, man. Okay? Because you're not gonna have this attitude that you have in this world where you think that's oppression. You know what's oppression? Going to the fucking abortion clinic every 6 months or every 9 months. When you keep going to that abortion clinic, that's oppression. Okay? Sirach 9:9, the water, bro. It says, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her. So through thy desire thou fall into destruction. You go to the club, there's all kind of other men's women there. You go to the bars, all kind of other men's women there. You go anywhere, you know, we living in an adulterous ass society, man. Okay? Where everything is completely out of order. You go to work, there's the fine ass women at work, they probably belong to other dudes. And you over there trying to talk to them, you over there. See, this is why things gotta go back to being in order, bro. All right? A man is gonna have his women in the kingdom. And there ain't nobody's business what the fuck you do with them, all right? Nobody's business. If you want to have 5, 6, 7, 100 wives, whatever you want to do, that's your business. I'm not worried about what another man is doing with his rod and his women. I don't give a damn. It's not like IUIC. IUIC want to know how, does your wife believe? If your wife don't believe, you got to leave her ass. There's no scripture that says that. There's no scripture that says you got to leave your wife because she don't believe in the scriptures, man. Okay? A man's wife is his wife. That's not your wife. It's not your fucking business what I do with my woman or what I don't do with my woman or how many women I got or what's my business. That's not your fucking business. And I'm not to be in another man's affairs either, man. All right? 1 Timothy 2:12, it says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp the authority of the man, but to be in silence. See? A woman is supposed to be in silence, bro. Shamefaced. You know, it says in it says here, she's not to usurp the authority of the man, but to be in silence. It says in Jeremiah 31:22 that the Lord created a new thing on the earth. A woman shall compass a man. This whole society is about these women compassing you and lapping you. They're doing circles around your ass. They got all the money. They got the houses. They got the protection from the police, the cops, the white man. They got every fucking thing. But you got nothing as a man in this place. You're just expected to be a fucking pocket. They're just looking at you like a pocket. And if you don't pay, you ain't getting no play. All right? I seen this one my boy Ho Busters, he got this page on Instagram, you know, and he put up this one blonde haired wig wearing bitch. She was like $500 to take me on a date. You see? That's how these women feel about you. Free meals, a check. That's why they ask you, oh, what you do for work? What you do for work? Oh, boom, boom, boom. You know, which you know it's normal for a man to provide for his women. Okay, but these women in this world, they're not worth you providing for it, man. Okay, because they're cheating on you. They're running the streets. They're out of order, right? A man would provide for his women because that was his sole. Like you had total control over her, man. Okay? So yeah, you would pay for her clothes, you would pay for her food, you would pay for her place for her to live, her house, right? Her children. Yeah, you would take care of her, man. Because that was yours. That's yours. You tell her to jump, she say how high. You tell her to cook, she say what you want. Lord, sir, Lord, daddy. That's how a woman's supposed to talk to you. Sir, my Lord. My Lord, yes, my King, yes, I'll do this for you. Yes. What do you want? You know? How do you want it done? In this fucking society, these women calling you nigga, bitch, faggot, all kind of shit, man. You see? This is why the Most High is going to destroy the majority of women, because you're just completely out of order. If you don't respect your man, you don't respect the Most High. You don't respect the man that the Lord put in your life to protect you and provide for you. That means that you don't respect the Most High himself. Because the order is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the man, and you. So you're out of order. You're completely out of order. And when you see a machine says out of order, it means it doesn't work. You women don't work right now, man. This is why the passport boys exist. They're leaving your ass and going to other countries and getting women that are more submissive, man. Okay? A woman's supposed to be submissive to her man, bro. She ain't supposed to be over there rebellious. The opposite of submission is rebellion. All right? So, it's 1 Chronicles 7 and verse 1. Now the sons of Issachar were Tola, Bua, Jebush, and Shimron, which was 4. Okay? And the sons of Tola... okay, I'm gonna just jump down to the point because it's a lot of names here. You know, I'm just go to the point. Verse 4, 1 Chronicles 7:4. And with them by their generations after the house of their fathers were bands of soldiers for war, 630,000 men, for they had many wives and sons. Hey, it says that the sons of Issachar had many wives, bro. Okay, they how you think they got 600,000 footmen, huh? Because they had many wives, bro, and that produced them many sons. Okay? This is the traditions of our forefathers to have many wives. Okay, the scripture says, seek out the old paths. Jeremiah 6:16. Seek out the old paths. The old ways of our forefathers were us getting down and having many women, bro. And that's when a man's actually in his happiness. A man's in his happiness when he's dealing with many women. That's when a man is in his face is glowing, he's shining, he's smiling from ear to ear. Why? Because a man's glory is the woman. You was created to love women. You wasn't created to be a mo. That's against nature. That's unseemly. All right. That's a demonic way of life. You got all these women out there, and you tribes, especially you Judites, you Benjaminites, you Ephraimites, you didn't turn aside after Satan, man. You rather be with a man than be with all these beautiful young tenderonis that's walking around here, man. I mean, we're out there teaching, bro. There's like hundreds and hundreds of them just walking around with no husbands, no type of father figures. I mean, it's oppression. It's oppression. It's oppression. No father figures for them. They ain't got nothing going on in their lives. They're just wandering around. Hoopity, hoopity, boopity, boopity, bee, boopity, bee. All these women should be with men, bro. They should be with men. They should be with their husbands. Okay? But look at these men in this society. They're a bunch of fucking bozos, man. You know? They can't even talk to a woman. Can't even look at her in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Can't even hold a conversation. They're all afraid to tell her how he really feels inside. You know? A lot of you men live terrified under your woman. You're terrified to even look at another woman when you're with her. Like, oh, I hope this bitch don't leave me. She better hope you don't leave her. Because in the time we're coming into, she better hold a dear life to you. You're the man. You're the head. You're the powerful one. She's the weaker vessel, and she needs you. Yes, we need her, but ultimately we're the top. Okay, and you women gonna find that out. You're gonna find out who's the Lord is dealing with. You're gonna find your place out. See these other women in these other countries, they know. You nigger women and you Latino women, you act like you're different. You're not different than these other women. You better figure out your fucking position, your role, and play it good. Okay, because it's gonna be your life in the balance, man. Jeremiah 6:16, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand in the ways, and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." Yep. Isaiah 13:12 says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir." Yes, sir, man. A man. Not any man. A man of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That's who's going to be more precious than fine gold, man. All right? You brothers out there that's in this truth. The Lord's going to raise you up, man. You know? Now you're going to have to, you know, and you're going to be the desirable ones, not these big booty BBL hoes that are being desired in this society, man. You know? Damn. Judges chapter Judges chapter 8. And let me get to the point. My bad. Real quick. The point, I thought the point was in verse 20. Okay, my bad. Jump down. Verse 29 it says, and Jerubbaal the son of Joash went and dwelt in his own house. And Gideon had 70 sons, 70 sons. Gideon had 70 sons, man. All right. Of his body begotten, for he had many wives. He had many wives. And his concubine that was in Shemek, she also bare him a son, whose name was called Abimelech. You see? So the man had concubines. He had 70 kids. He didn't have it with just one wife. He had it with many wives, man. He said, for he had many wives. This is Gideon, a man of the Lord, man. So, you know, this was the Heavenly Father, bro. Okay, so you women that's fighting against the oh, you know, we don't like this, we don't like you having other women and all this shit. You fighting against the will of the Father, bro. You gotta humble down and understand that, look, this is natural. This is how the Lord set it up, man. You can't fight against the Lord's will. You know? You can't fight against the Lord's will. You're trying to do your, you know. See, the problem is your mentality, your mind. Okay, your mentality is one of the West. That's why you believe it's wrong for a man to have many wives. Even some of you women in Israel, you know, you come into Israel with your own little thoughts and how you think shit should be, you know. Well, because of the way things have been in this world, on this side in the West. Okay, you've seen men just walk out of people of your life. You've seen your daddy leave your mama. You've seen all this different shit. So you when you think about a man having other women, you think about you getting left and you getting, you know. That's not how things work in the scriptures, man. If you're a good woman, you're a good wife, there's no reason for your man to leave you, bro. Men only leave women because the bitch is just being a demon and she's just causing him no peace, you know. But if a woman's dealing right by you, the man's not gonna leave, man. But you got to take care of your duties. You got to get that man sex. You got to please that man. You got to cook. You got to clean. You got to close your legs and not be a hoe. And listen to what the man got to say and take heed. That's not very hard to keep a man. It's not very hard. It's not very hard. It's hard to keep a woman. That's hard. You got to fucking play mental gymnastics with her ass to figure out what's wrong with her. You know? You got to jump through hoops. You got to buy Chanel bags and Birkin bags and all this different shit. You got to go on vacations and, you know, a man doesn't need all that shit. A man is a simple creature. The scriptures say Jacob is a plain man dwelling in tents. You know? Jake just laid up with a woman. He got some yayan. Jake is just chilling, man. You know, Jake don't need all these fucking amenities that the woman needs, man. You know. So, anyways, it says 2 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 21. It says, and Rehoboam loved Maacah, the daughter of Absalom, above all his wives. Rehoboam had many wives, man, and concubines. He loved Maacah, the daughter of Absalom, more than all his wives. For he took 18 wives. Woo. Can you imagine, bro? In this world having 18 baddies, man? That's what this society don't want. They don't want you to be happy as a man with 18 beautiful 18-year-olds, man. Just, ooh, wee, boy. Ooh. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's happiness right there, man. 18 baddies, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about young tenderonis. All right? All for Rehoboam, man. That man was living like a king, right? For he took 18 wives and 70 concubines, 60 concubines, man. All for your choosing. Not like this world where these dudes, like Drake, you know, he take a picture with his, you know, whatever. In that video, he had a bunch of wives in the back. All them hoes are defiled. They're all defiled. They've all been with all kind of men. They've all been, you know, they've all probably got kids or whatever the hell they got, you know, whatever, right? Rehoboam women, that was all for him. Them 18 wives and 60 concubines he had, that was all for him. And he had how many sons? 28 sons and 70 daughters. He had 60 daughters and he had 28 boys, right? So he had in total 88 sons and daughters, man, from his 18 wives and 60 concubines, man. Whew. That's a life. Now that's living. In America, you haven't lived shit. You've lived in, you basically lived a life of slavery. You know, a life of misery, of just like, you know, oh, maybe I'll get one woman in my life and maybe I'll marry her. Maybe she'll stay with me. No, she's probably gonna fucking leave. Because in this society, monogamy leads to divorce, misery, broken homes, children growing up with no fathers, just all kind of dysfunction, bro. All right. So it says 2 Chronicles 11 and 22, and Rehoboam made Abiah the son of Maacah the chief to be ruler amongst his brethren, for he thought to make him king. And he dwelt wisely and dispersed all of his children throughout all the countries of Judah and Benjamin. Unto every fenced city he gave them vitality. He gave them vitally or vitality and abundance, and he desired many wives. I want to get that word real quick because I want to see what that means. 2 Kings 11:23. All right, we're gonna go back to being happy, bro, in the kingdom. You know, not being fucking oppressed in this place by the white man and by this fucking feminism and monogamy bullshit. You know, that we've been subjected to, man, in this place. We've been subjected to this bullshit since we've been kids. You know, motherfuckers telling you that you're wrong because you got many girlfriends or you got many wives or whatever, you know, because you're dealing with a few chicks or you got a side thing or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, man. All right. Victual. The word was victual. Okay. He gave them victuals in abundance, and he desired many wives. Victual. Okay. The word victual. It says food and substance. Yep. He was rich. He was a rich man, just like Job. You know, Job was a rich man. Job was a rich man, man. Okay. And we're going to be rich in the kingdom. You know, part of the reason why you can't have all these women in this place is because you don't have the money. You don't have the resources to take care of it. You know, 1 Corinthians 7 and 3, it says, let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. That's right. All right. But you see, let me read that again. Second Chronicles 2, 2 Chronicles 11 and 22. And Rehoboam made Abijah the son of Maacah the chief to be ruler amongst his brethren, for he thought to make him king. And he dwelt wisely and dispersed all of his children throughout all the countries of Judah and Benjamin unto every fenced city. And he gave them victuals in abundance, and he desired many wives. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. That's a clear cut on you Christians and all you other motherfuckers out there talk about, you know, that's wrong. And, you know, the Lord the Lord would frown upon many wives and all that shit. No, man. Many great men in the scriptures had many wives. We just went through the example. Lamech, Solomon, Isaac, shit. The list goes on and on, man. Rehoboam, right? All these different men, you know. All these different men. So all them shaming tactics and all that bullshit, you know, they use to make you feel bad and all that's nonsense, bro. That's nonsense, man. Nonsense, bro. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 24. And verse 61, it says, and Rebekah arose and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels and followed the man. And the servant took Rebekah and went his way. And Isaac came from the well of Lahai-roi, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the evening tide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. When a man and a woman see each other, bro, it's like a natural attraction that you got. You looking at her and she looking at you like, that's a masculine man. I want him, you know, I want him. And you want her, you know, right? So that's what was going on between Isaac and Rebekah right there. It says, and the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. It says, verse 67, and Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent, because Sarah had died, right? And took Rebekah, he took her. And she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. So Isaac was comforted by Rebekah, man. All right? He took her. He grabbed her, took her into the tent. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents, right? He took her into that tent, and he popped her, man. Okay? Because that's the natural use of a woman, for you to deal with her. Okay? The natural use of a woman is not for y'all to motherfucking look at each other all day long and, you know, hey man, what's going on? Y'all shaking hands, she's treating you like a bestie, you know, she's treating you like she's treating, you know, in this society, motherfucker put you in the friend zone and shit, right? Put you in the friend zone. Nah, bro. A man and a woman their purpose together is to be fruitful and multiply, to deal with each other, bro. A man got many children swimming around in his testicles, in his loins. Okay? And this is why you have such a high sex drive, especially when you're young, because you just have this urge to deal with women, man. You know, but you have to learn to control that shit, you know, because, you know, it could be the downfall of you, man, you know. But just look at what Isaac did, man, you know. Just showing you how men dealt with women in the ancient world, bro. They wasn't going on dates and going on 50 first dates like Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, you know. The nigga Adam Sandler, he never hit it. 50 dates, he never hit it. Isaac didn't need 50 dates. Isaac took her in a tent and popped her. All right? That's the law. You take a woman, you see a woman in the field, you take her, and if she's unmarried, she's unmarried, man, you're good. But if she, you know, you got to pay the father 50 shekels. But if she's married, you put to death. But that's the law, bro. A woman is a spoil of war, bro. You know? So this whole Western bullshit has got these women all messed up, and you men all bitchified, you know, all terrified. You're stuck on stupid, you know, worrying about pleasing her, happy wife, happy life. No, you're the one that's supposed to be happy, you know, even though, you know, of course, you know, you ain't gonna, the scripture say be not a lion in your own house, man, you know what I mean? But the marriage is really about you as a man, honestly. Sorry to say it, you know, you women, you see this, and, you know, you probably ain't gonna like it, but that's just the truth. All right? Yeah, it's just the truth, brother. You come second. Okay? The man comes first. And his happiness. And his happiness is more than likely tied to him dealing with other women. All right? And matter of fact, this truth is really for men, honestly. All right? It just is what it is. Okay? You women, you wanna listen, you wanna learn, you could do so, but you're gonna have to come under this philosophy. You have to, if you don't like it, then, you know, you're gonna have no other fucking choice. What are you gonna do? Then we're not gonna practice monogamy in the kingdom. All hell breaks loose. You're gonna go right back into your natural order of things. You're not gonna mind that a man has 17 other wives. You're not gonna mind that he has 20 other women following him. You're gonna get right in order because you're gonna want to survive. You're gonna want to be protected by that man. All right. Titus 2:1, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. What we're speaking is becoming sound doctrine. See, the ways of this world is not sound doctrine. Monogamy is not sound doctrine. Okay? Feminism, not sound doctrine. Christianity, Catholicism, not sound doctrine. All that shit is of the devil. Okay? And it was given to you by the white man, your oppressor. When has your oppressor ever given you anything beneficial for your life? Never. Never. Okay? Matter of fact, monogamy is about population control. Okay? Just like they do in China. In China, they tell you, oh, you can only have one son. One son. You can only have one boy. That's population control, bro. The white man set up monogamy for population control and to keep you Israelites from multiplying and being fruitful and from being happy and from growing. Okay? Because you were brought here for slavery. You weren't brought here for a vacation or for you to be fruitful and multiply. You were brought here to be slaves up in this bitch, man. Okay? It says, Hobbes said, can these broads be trying to bring feminism into the truth? Yeah, bro. You gonna get booted right the fuck up out of here, bro. You talk about feminism and all this shit. You try to tell a man how you can't do it, man. You can't do that. That's off. You you're gonna get booted up out of here. This is why the Apostle Elder Ben told us, don't bring women around y'all when y'all teaching, y'all doing y'all things, man. Because all they fucking do is bring confusion and emotions, all kind of emotions, and you guys ain't doing it right. Why the Lord didn't make you a man then? Why did He set you up to lead? Why did the serpent come to your black ass and seduce you? Okay, the scriptures say that Adam was not in the transgression, right? But the woman, Eve, she was in the transgression. being deceived. Okay? So you women got to get up under us, bro. And shut your fucking mouths, man. All right? Maybe you'll get delivered. All right? Titus 2:2, it says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in the faith, in charity and patience, that the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior, they go that word behavior, as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Okay? That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, and to love their children. To be what? To be what? Discreet, chaste. A woman that's chaste, she ain't a hoe. She ain't popping locking it, like Sierra. It says she's chaste, she's shamefaced. Keepers at home. The word chaste goes into chastity, man. Pureness. Keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. You see? So when you're not obedient to your husband, the word of the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is being blasphemed. All right? When you deal with feminism, when you deal with monogamy, that's blasphemy. Because that's falsehood. That's not in the scriptures. Okay? So when you're not being chaste, when you're being a hoe, when you're out there defiling yourself, okay, the word of the Most High is being blasphemed, because the Lord said what? That you're the temple of the Most High. And he that destroyed the temple of the Most High will destroy, man. All right? So you Israelite women, you got to get in order, bro. You got to get in order, and you got to understand the truth. And you got to come out that Western ass fucking mentality that you've been spoon fed by the devil. The devil has spoon fed you this shit. Through the CIA, through Margaret Sanger and Margaret Thatcher. And these BLM people and social media. Okay, all that shit's gonna get you killed. Okay, so you better wake up and smell the roses, man. Like my boy Andre 3000 said, man. Because you ain't got a problem getting with a rich nigga, right? As long as he got money. See, it's all about hypergamy. It's all about the men that's at the top. You see. But we're gonna be at the top pretty soon, man. So you brothers gonna experience what it is to live, bro. Your brothers was gonna experience what it is to be happy, man. Once again, not be fucking miserable, stuck here, trying to appease the desires of one woman. Okay. You brothers gonna get many wives, man, and concubines, bro. And you're gonna live happily ever after, like Disney. You know what I mean? And this brings us great joy, man. You see? The way of the Most High come back on the earth, bro. So it says, I got a couple articles here. I just went through some scriptures, but I got some articles here. It said, why did godly men, I was just Googling, man, what I'm saying, the origins of monogamy and all that shit, all right? And to see what these Christians say, and to see what these theologians have to say. So this is pretty interesting right here. It says, number of godly men in the Old Testament had more than one wife. Beyond this, some had concubines, such as Hagar in Genesis 16. Okay, yep, that's the son of the bondwoman, Hagar. Right, it was Ishmael's mama. Ishmael's mama had to be thick than a motherfucker, boy. She had to be thick, boy, because back then the women were beautiful. They didn't need no BBLs. They didn't need no goddamn extensions and eyelashes and shit. They didn't need to go get a tummy tuck. They were just beautiful, natural, fine. You know what I'm saying? It says, who did not have the same status as a wife? Hagar was not as the same as a wife. She's a concubine, so she didn't have the same status as the son of the free woman, right? Who was Sarah, right? Which the word Sarah means princess, so we're going to go back to having princesses. It says, I think we must acknowledge that the Most High did not forbid Old Testament saints to have more than one wife. Indeed, the law even has instructions for the man with more than one wife. Deuteronomy 21:15, it says, suppose a man has two wives, one whom he loves more than the other, and they both bear him sons, with the firstborn being the child of the less loved wife. See, so there's ways that you deal with having more than one wife. You got to treat them fairly. even though you may like one more than the other, but you can't diminish the raiment of one over the other. You got to treat them fairly, you know. But you're always gonna have a favorite over the others, you know. Whatever. It's just human nature, or whatever. Like Michael Jackson said, you know. But it says a king was forbidden to marry multiple wives. Deuteronomy 17:17. Which appears to prohibit political alliance by means of marriage, as we see with the marriage of Ahab and Jezebel's daughter Athaliah with Jehoshaphat's son Jeroham, 2 Kings 2:18. All right, but that was a particular case. That wasn't for everybody. All right. It says in the New Testament we find that elders must be the husband of one wife, 1 Timothy 3:2. But that's talk about the bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife. That doesn't mean that you can't have. That doesn't mean you can't have many women. All right. That doesn't mean you can't have many women. All right. It seems to me like the Old Testament describes those marriages with multiple wives in such a way that we see the problems this creates. You see, they're basically saying that it creates problems you having other wives. It doesn't create problems when things are done in order and decency. When things are done in order and decency, it doesn't create. When these women are in order, right? When you have the power, there's no problems. But see, in this world, we don't have the power, and they're just. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know, this world is set up to oppress you as a man, bro. You can't be happy. You can't do what you got to do as a man. You know, it's fucked up. This place is fucked up, man. Okay. It says this is especially true of Jacob's 2 wives and 2 concubines and the family that results. See, he had 4 wives. It was certainly true of Elkanah's 2 wives. Paul's words in Ephesians chapter 5 make it clear that marriage was intended as a picture of the relationship of this church, of the church of Yahushua, of Yahushua to his church. And then multiple wives certainly don't seem to be consistent with that. That was a white man that wrote this shit. That was a devil that wrote this motherfucker. All right? A devil wrote this bullshit. Okay? Because that's really that he's a mo. The white man is a mo. So what he does is push forth confusion, you know? Now he doesn't understand the scriptures, man. Okay? He doesn't understand the scriptures, man. Since the coming of Yahushua, marriage to one. Since the coming of Yahushua, marriage to one, but one woman is clearly the idea. Our culture has tended to reinforce this as well. Yeah, this culture, which is a Western culture, which is fucked up. It says it is hard to avoid the conclusion that we are more uncomfortable reading about those men who had more than one wife than God was. He did not prohibit this practice in the law. See? He did not prohibit this practice in the law. It's the law of the Most High. And that's your right as a man. It says he did not rebuke those that had more than one wife. God did rebuke Abraham for lying about his wife, and he certainly corrected Jacob on various matters, but not about his wives. Indeed, the nation Israel comes from the offspring of 4 wives. 2 wives and 2 concubines is what it says here, of Jacob. It says in times of old, believers had more than one wife. See? So if your woman gets mad about this, then she's not right, bro. If she gets mad about that, you know, she's not right, bro. She's not in the right spirit, man. You know? It says, because she's going against the scriptures, you know? It says, today even Christians have more than one wife, one at a time, by way of divorce. If there's something that God is clearly mad about, is that he hates divorce. Yeah, see, you're not supposed to put away your wife except for adultery, but you have to understand what marriage actually means. It's when a man defiles a virgin, right? That's true marriage, okay? So a lot of these women are not virgins, so you're not even really married to them, according to the law. Now, you could be with them and all that, and, you know, they could submit to you, and, you know, but truly a marriage is you taking a virgin according to the scriptures, man, because you have to be the first man and only man to take it. Okay, this is why the practice of dealing with a widow was not common in Israel. It wasn't common for you to take a widow. Like most of the time when a widow, her husband would die, she probably wouldn't remarry, because a man most men would not deal with her because it's just polluted land, you know. But in this society, it's just all the women are polluted, damn near 99%, you know, damn near 90-some%. It says, in conclusion, I think that I would say that in the Old Testament times, having more than one wife was not I think I would say that in the Old Testament times, having more than one wife was not ideal, but neither was it clearly defined or prohibited as a sin. There are a number of things in the Old Testament that are difficult to understand, such as Lot offering his 2 virgin daughters to the men of Sodom and Gomorrah so that they wouldn't rape his male guests, Genesis 19:8. I think that we will have to wait till we are in heaven to ask God about these things. Lot did that, right? Lot, because they was trying to rape. They were trying to rape the angels, right? Lot gave up his. He said, "Take my 2 daughters here. They haven't been with men, right? And do to them as thou seest fit in thy eyes, right? Because no, women were property, man. You know, it's just what they this is what they were set up to be, man. Okay." So it was in his power to give them over to those men, but they didn't want them, you know. But you know, eventually they took them, and they end up doing what they was going to do to them. During that account, you could read it, Genesis 19. I'm not going to go to it right now, but this is a long ass article. I'm not going to read all this. Let me get out of there. It says why, so this is another one that says, why did God allow polygamy? Okay. Who had multiple wives in the Bible? Okay. So we went through the list. Okay, we already went through that. It says, why did God allow polygamy in the Old Testament? The Old Testament, New Testament, same thing, man. Okay, it never changed. The Lord doesn't change. Malachi 3:6, it says, the Bible does not specifically say why God allowed polygamy. As we speculate by God's silence, there is at least one key factor to consider. Due to patriarchal societies, see, in this society we live in a matriarchy where it's all about the woman. It's all about her happiness and shit. Okay, it's not about you as a man. It's about her. All right? It says it was nearly impossible for an unmarried woman to provide for herself, see? Because they couldn't do it. Now in this modern world, these women are taken care of. They got more fucking rights than you, right? Women were often uneducated and untrained. Women relied on their fathers, brothers, husbands for provision and protection. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Women ain't supposed to have all this fucking liberty, bro, and power. Because look at how the world is now, you know. You know, women run the world and all this different shit. It's fucked up. This place is fucked up. Unmarried women were often subjected to prostitution and slavery. Yeah. Because when a woman doesn't have a head over her, a protector, you know, in the natural world, like when things were normal, like things are not normal right now, you know. Well, you got all this protection and shit. You got all those 911 numbers you could call, and you could call Pookie Ray Ray, a simp, to come help you out, you know. That wasn't the case back then. You had to be up under a man. You had to marry. You had to. That was your duty. Like you couldn't survive without it. But now, you know, this white man has given you everything. Right, but he's about to show you his horns, man. So it seems that God may have allowed polygamy to protect and provide for the women who could not find a husband otherwise. It says a man would take multiple wives and serve as the provider and protector of all of them. While definitely not ideal, living in a polygamous household was far better than the alternatives: prostitution, slavery, or starvation. These devils, they don't understand how the Lord works, man. He said this shit is not ideal. That's how the Lord wanted it, man. In addition to the protection provision factor, polygamy enabled a much faster expansion of humanity, fulfilling God's commandment to be fruitful and multiply, which is the first scripture I read. Increase in number and multiply on the earth, Genesis 9:7. It says men are capable of impregnating multiple women in the same time period, causing humanity to grow much faster than if each man was only producing one child a year. Yeah, imagine if you were just producing one child a year. It would take a fucking million years to get to the stage that we're at now. You know? To get to 8 billion people on the earth and all that. Even other cultures outside of Israel practice this, you know? They practice this. It says, how does God view polygamy today? Even while allowing polygamy, the Bible presents monogamy as the plan that conforms most closely to God's ideals for marriage. That's bullshit. That's not true. That's not true. The Bible says that God's original intention was for one man to be married to only one woman. So why did he create more women on the earth than men? That don't make any sense. All right? For this reason will a man leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. Yeah, you can't become, because what the scripture is saying right here, it just means that you're going to leave your father and your mother, and you're going to become one flesh with that woman. You are going to have kids, right? You can't have orgies and threesomes with the chick and foursomes and all that shit. So y'all can't. This is just talking about you dealing with one woman at a time, but that doesn't mean that, you can't go out there and, It says, while Genesis 2:24 is describing what marriage is rather than how many people are involved, the consistent use of this singular should be noted. Look at these devils. These devils don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. These devils don't know what the hell they're talking about. But just going through this real quick, just to pick these people's thoughts, pick their brains, because they really don't know they really don't understand the scriptures. They really come to the scriptures with a Western mentality. You cannot, I'm gonna say this again, you cannot come to the scriptures with a Western emotional fucking mentality. You can't do it. You can't do it, bro. You can't come to these scriptures with a Western fucking mentality. You cannot do it. Okay? The scriptures speak about being renewed in the spirit of your mind. It says Ephesians 4 and verse 22 that you put off the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Yeah, the ways of this world, the way you was before you came into the truth, it was corrupt according to the deceitful lust. It says verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that ye put on that new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. See, so you cannot come to this truth. You cannot understand this truth. You can't be in this truth with the old mentality that you had back then. My man can't have other women. I could talk to my man how I want. I'm the prize and I'm the, nah, bro. Nah, man. It's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work. Okay? You cannot be in this faith and have that old mentality, man, But let me get Isaiah 4:1. Let's close. Because the point's been made, bro. The point's been made. All right. Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away thy reproach. See? So in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, and everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of a flaming fire by night. For upon all the glory shall be a defense, and there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime, from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a cover from storm and rain. Yep. So that's prophecy, man. The Lord's gonna wipe away the filth of our women. He's gonna purge the blood of Jerusalem from the midst of us. By the spirit of judgment, by the spirit of burning. He's gonna judge 2/3, cut them off. And he's gonna deliver his remnant. And those of you that subscribe to this truth, but for you women, you gotta chill the fuck out, man. All right. And understand the time and purpose. And understand, what you was created on the earth to do, man, which is to serve the men of Israel. All right. Not to be busybodies and being hoes and being wicked, But you'll learn. Either you get it now, you get in order, you get right, or you're gonna die and be destroyed here. But either way you'll learn. Either way you'll get it, man. So with that, Call Halaim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rukak Kodash, double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone, taught us this truth. and rule well. And let me see what bro said, man. Though even Esau gotta admit it ain't off to have more than one wife. Yeah, even Esau knows that. But he wants to keep you niggas in sleep and keep you miserable, or keep you just keep you on the bottom, because you know you're being oppressed here on all sides, man. You know. So yeah, shalom to you brothers, man, and a Baba Ball. Shalom, shalom.